Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are going over today a jersey review. Going over the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've got an interesting next-gen jersey, also called the Bieber jersey. So we're going to be going over that today. So the Maple Leafs dropped an interesting new look last week, a black third uniform. Now, if you look at the actual jersey, I like it. I do. In one sense. So we'll get to that. So you're looking at the jersey, right? You have this is the first jersey, and I think professional sports, that's a reversible jersey. So you have it on one side, it looks a certain way. You flip it the other way, it looks like there's another look on the inside. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty innovative, and I'll give them credit for that. Now, obviously, this is more of a Justin Bieber thing, and I guess if you like Justin Bieber, maybe you'll have more of a bias toward liking it. Maybe I have more of a bias toward not liking it because it's Justin Bieber, but the whole Drew House thing and his brand, I get that, but it is very odd, and you look at the flip side, the inside of the jersey, that is not allowed in an NHL game. They are only allowed to wear the Leafs side of the jersey in a game. So, fun fact for you in that regard. And I'll post stuff throughout the video here for you guys to look at. But I have to say the coloring is very interesting on the Drew House side. Again, I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but it's just not, I don't know, maybe I'm not the right audience for it. And I think that's part of it. Not a huge fan of that side, but again, I like the innovative part of this jersey. Now you look at the other side. The side of the jersey that they wear during an NHL game, which the Devils lost to them in this jersey, and rest in peace to the Devils and their fans, because that's pretty brutal, to say the least. But with that said, this side of the jersey I really like. It's got the blue, it's got the black, right? The black and blue. I do like that. The actual logo itself is really nice. I like how they added a little bit of texture to the leaf. More texture than has already been on it. The texturing on the sleeves, you have the two stripes and then that kind of interesting pattern in the middle, kind of the same as the logo on the crest. I really do like that. I like the band at the bottom. They hit a home run with this side. I think this is a really nice look. And the Leafs have their new alternate jersey, which I think is incredible. Usually they go more toward the heritage, looking back, a lot of their Winter Classic jerseys. With this one, though, they go with more of a modern look. And I have to admit, I do really like this jersey. Will I be picking it up, though? I think that's a stretch. Again, I'm being very careful right now with getting jerseys because I know that there's going to be another reverse retro this summer. Nobody wants to talk about that. You see the NHL is not pushing that yet. That'll be the narrative this summer, right? Because they want you to buy, the new guy that just joined. You have to get your Arturi Lehkonen jersey in Colorado. You have to get your Claude Giroux Florida Panthers jersey right now, right? You have to get those jerseys, and then once we get to the summer, once the Stanley Cup has been given out, well, then we'll worry about the reverse retro thing. They don't want you talking about that now. But that is what we're inevitably leading to. So that is kind of accounting for my decision on whether I get this jersey or not. But it is nice to see the Leafs in a different look than the regular blue and white, right? And I think that this is something that's going to add a new flavor to the younger fans. It's definitely going to get their attention. And it blew up on Twitter. A lot of people were talking about this jersey. It's got a lot of hype. And considering what they put out there in the Heritage Classic game, this is much improved over that jersey. So in that regard, a lot of Leaf fans will say, oh, well, he's biased, he's an Islander fan. Yeah, okay, whatever. This is overall a nice jersey. Obviously, like I said, the whole Drew House brand, not a huge fan of that whole thing. That's not really up my alley. But the side of the jersey we see during a game, pretty good job here by the Leafs. I'll give it an 8.3. I really do. I think it is as good as it should be. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of, other than the branding, is this is kind of the copycat. It seems like every team in the league is doing this, and it kind of started with the Sharks. It's extremely similar to the Sharks jersey. I almost said something else. Very similar to the Sharks jersey. That is very similar to this. It's just in the Leafs colors. So in that regard, it's not my favorite, but again, it's a jersey. There's a reason that other teams around the league are doing it, because there is something about it that it just pops, and it's very modern, and it fits with kind of what everybody else is doing to some extent. But again, people are going to buy this, and it's a Leafs jersey, an original 6 franchise, a ton of fans. I'm sure they made a ton of money off of these jerseys. So like I said, 8.3 I think is a pretty fair rating for this one. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again next time.